Ostriches bury their heads in sand. Goldfish have a 3-second memory. Bulls hate the color red. You've heard these facts your entire life. But what if I told you that most of them are complete lies? I spent weeks diving into scientific research. Honestly, I was shocked by what I found. 15 out of 20 were either partially or completely false. So buckle up because everything you think you know about animals is about to change. Let's start with the most famous one. This myth is so widespread that it's literally an expression, burying your head in the sand like an ostrich. But here's the truth. Ostriches never do this. They can't breathe underground, so this would be, well, suicide. So where did this come from? When ostriches are tending their nests, they lower their heads to turn their eggs. From a distance, it looks like their head disappears into the ground. That's it. That's the whole mystery. Oh, and if an ostrich is actually scared, they run at 45 miles per hour. Or they'll kick you with enough force to kill a lion. They're not hiding. They're prehistoric murder birds. This one makes me so mad because people use it to justify keeping goldfish in tiny bowls. Scientists have proven that goldfish can remember things for at least 5 months. They can recognize their owners, remember feeding times, learn to navigate mazes, distinguish between different shapes and colors, even be trained to do tricks. A study at Plymouth University trained goldfish to push a lever for food. The fish remembered how to do it months later. So no, your goldfish doesn't forget you exist every 3 seconds. It remembers that you're the giant blob that brings food. And it probably remembers that you put it in a way too small tank. Bullfighting has convinced millions of people that bulls are enraged by the color red. But here's a fun fact. Bulls are colorblind to red. Bulls are dichromatic. They see blue and yellow really well, but red just looks like grayish-brown to them. So why do they charge at the matador's cape? Because it's moving. Bulls are aggressive toward movement, not color. You could wave a bright blue cape, a green one, or a polka-dotted one. If it's moving, the bull will charge. In fact, experiments have shown bulls react the same way to different colored capes. The red is purely for the audience. It's dramatic, hides bloodstains, and looks good on camera. So the bull isn't mad at the color. The bull is mad because there's a guy in sparkly pants waving fabric at it. Blind as a bat, except bats aren't blind. Not even close. All bat species can see, and some have better vision than humans, especially in low light. Fruit bats, for example, have excellent eyesight and rely on it heavily to find food. But what about echolocation? Yeah, many bats use echolocation to hunt in complete darkness, but that's in addition to their vision, not instead of it. Think of it like this. Bats have sonar and regular vision. They're basically the fighter jets of the animal kingdom. So where did this myth come from? Probably because bats are nocturnal and navigate so well in the dark that people assumed they couldn't see. But assuming made us all look like fools. This one has probably saved a lot of baby birds by accident, so thanks, misinformation. But scientifically, it's not true. Most birds have a terrible sense of smell. They can't smell human scent on their babies. Ornithologists literally handle baby birds all the time for banding and research, and the parents come right back. However, and this is important, you still shouldn't touch baby birds unless absolutely necessary because you might actually hurt them. They're fragile. Your presence might stress the parents. If it's a fledgling, a young bird learning to fly, the parents are probably nearby and it's supposed to be on the ground. So the rule should be, don't touch baby birds because you might hurt them. Not, don't touch them because of smell. Nature is way less petty than we give it credit for. This myth isn't just wrong, it's deadly. And it made some people very rich while killing millions of sharks. In the 1990s, a book called Sharks Don't Get Cancer claimed that shark cartilage could cure cancer in humans. This led to a massive industry selling shark cartilage pills as a miracle cure. The problem? Sharks do get cancer. Scientists have documented dozens of cases of tumors in sharks, including cartilage tumors. Multiple clinical trials have proven that shark cartilage has zero effect on cancer. The FDA has sent warning letters to companies making these claims, but the damage was done. An estimated 100 million sharks are killed every year partly because of this myth. And cancer patients wasted money on useless pills instead of getting real treatment. So this myth didn't just spread misinformation, it literally killed both sharks and people who believed it. This is one of those myths that was actually true for a while, because we didn't have the technology to prove it wrong yet. For decades, people believed dogs saw in black and white. Then scientists actually tested dog vision, and surprise, dogs see in color, but not the same colors as us. Humans are trichromatic. We have three types of color receptors and see red, green, and blue. Dogs are dichromatic. They have two types and see blue and yellow really well. Red and green look brownish yellow to them. Think of it like this. A dog's vision is similar to a human with red-green color blindness. They can absolutely see colors, just not all the colors we see. This is why dog toys are often blue and yellow. Those are the colors dogs see best. That bright red ball you bought? To your dog, it looks brown against green grass. You basically bought camouflage. Shocked yet? Every single one of these myths you thought were facts? Completely false. But here's the craziest part. There are so many more myths to debunk, and I'm doing it all in part 2. Smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you want to uncover the real truth about animals.